Hey guys, how's it going? Back doing a little live stream today here on Beaver Creek by Mr. Stevie. There we go, that's better. Hello, Jesse. Just chilling out on a Saturday afternoon. Not much else to do around the J-Man household, so just gonna do a little bit of farming here today. I'm doing pretty good. Guess there is a couple other things I could do if I really wanted to, but I'd rather sit back and relax and enjoy some farm sim time. Um, I hope you guys are having a fun afternoon as well. Hopefully we'll have a nice good stream this time around with no hiccups. It's been a while since I did a stream. Excuse me. Been hammering away on the old Beaver Creek here. We got all the greenhouses going, all the freaking, got the 2 tree orchards going, all of the sawmill stuff going, got quite a few crops planted, and this is my first go round with seasons on any map. So far I kind of have mixed reviews about it. You know, I think the game is just as fun without it as it is with it, so I mean, but I just kind of wanted to play it at least one time and give it a good old college try, I guess you could call it. Because even though I've played a couple friends' servers and everything with seasons and everything, I've not really ever seen snow on any of the maps whatsoever. So, gonna at least play it through until winter and see if we can find some snow. You can just see it looks like in my forecast up there in the top right hand corner. Looks like the first day of winter I'm gonna be getting some snow. So don't know if we'll get there tonight or this afternoon, but got a lot of other things to do on this map first. We gotta get some crops in this field that I'm custom making between fields 11 or 12 and 13, I think it is. GPS is kind of blocking it there. Let's see here. Yep, fields 12 and 13. I still got to go over and plow and cut grass around 14 and 15 before I can do anything over there. And plow it all up. And then I got some fertilizing to do and all kinds of stuff going on today on the good old farm. I think I get turned around on this next pass here. I'll get my planter started on this field. Not gonna be a great big field, but it'll be a decent little field here. Zoom it way out here. I think I had decided on some soybeans, yeah, for this field. I have a feeling that one little tree right there is going to cause some problems. We'll see what the hired worker does. guy hard and going. Keep the plow moving. Just like a springtime plant, which is going to be right around the corner for a lot of people. Two great big John Deere tractors in the field, working the same field at the same time. I will say one thing with seasons. So far on this map, I don't know if it's just the game save or just, first time playing the seasons or what, but it seems to rain an awful lot. I don't know if that's just a seasons thing or what it is, but you can see up there in the top corner I got forecasted for rain sometime today. So from what I've been told so far, grass and hay is a dire necessity in seasons, because your cows will not eat anything but grass or hay. Same along with your sheep during the winter time for some reason. So kind of looking forward to seeing how all that plays out. Like I said, right now we're just in the early summer. First day of summer, really. About the last day to plant anything, really. So I think the menu said that I could plant corn or soybeans, and I had to wait till the last day of summer to plant much of anything else. So planting this little field with soybeans. So one thing I have noticed though about seasons also is it takes a while for grass to grow. You don't just have start a map and have grass already automatically grown like you do without seasons. It basically looks like this right here. All this stuff I've already cut once, but I really didn't get all that great of a yield off of it, or that didn't really produce that much grass for my storage, because I think I only produced about it was a little over 150,000 liters. I got three or four forage wagon loads off of it, so be enough to keep me going for a little while. But it took the first 4 days of the map to grow it that much and get that much out of it. So one of the things I learned, the reason why I'm plowing cut grass instead of just plowing regular grass, you'll see here on my soil composition chart up here where we're working at. Everything that I've cut is in the first fertilizer state already. So when I plant, it goes right immediately into the second. And then all I have to do is wait for one growth stage, and then I can get it into the third, just like that. And as long as you cut the grass before you plow it under, at least on this map, it works out that way. As you can see, around fields 2 and 4 here, I didn't have any real grass to cut. All I did was just plow it under, and now I got these circles around the fields that I still need to fertilize. So that's part of the things I gotta do here after I get this field plowed up. I got about 3 more passes and we'll have it done though, which is good. I can jump across the creek and head over there to 14 and 15. I think I'm gonna wait till the end of summer to plant those fields or do anything, so that way I can get a good amount of grass off of them. I can plant a crop that has straw with it, because I think I was going to plant oats over there. Oats has straw, so I have some straw to pick up. Hey, squirrely. This is Mr. Stevie's V1D Seasons Ready Beaver Creek. Just a great little map, so paint a map. Yeah, I kind of did the same thing. I had started out with the very first version and played it for a little while, and then of course he updated it, and thought, well, I'll just keep on going with this first version, and then found out there were some really big things that were kind of cool. about the newest version that he had. So, well, I'll go ahead and change it, just to see what it's all about and everything. And then, he kept saying, well, I got to update this one now. I'm like, well, I'm playing this one out. Well, then he released this one, and this one's got it's got the completely different sawmill area. It's got the tree orchards. It's got the potted tree greenhouses for your baby trees or whatever, and plants. And then it's got the milk factory, which produces three separate products as well. Not to mention, it's got all the usual refinements, and plus it's got the that Lucerne, or however you want to pronounce it, and you make a different type of silage out of it. And I've got one big field, you can kind of see it up there, way you see it way up here. It's one of the very first fields you own. It's planted with Lucerne, and I wasn't really sure what to think about it at first because I planted it, and according to seasons, I planted it when I should have planted it. But then the map automatically harvested it and took it back to its very first growth stage shortly after, because it was when you got out and read the ground temperature and everything with the map extension mod, or game extension mod that I've got it activated, it came across and said it was at 28% on its growth, so it was still growing, but the growth chart here, this one, red purple, like it had been harvested already. And I had not harvested it, so I didn't know what to think really. And I asked Stevie about it, and he says it's never happened to me, but I don't play with seasons. And I'm like, oh, okay, well maybe it's something to do with seasons. And so I don't know, just weird. But yeah, I'm still having fun on this map. I mean, I'm amazed how quickly I've run out of stuff, because I imported all my data, like all my crops and obviously my vehicles and stuff, from my previous game save, which I still have of this map. And so I had all my crop amounts in my silo and owned all the vehicles I had already purchased and that sort of thing. But I still just kept running out of stuff. Like, I got down to a couple thousand liters of grass, and I don't have any. Right now I just started making some compost for all the garden houses, and manure. I cannot keep manure to save my life on this map. The greenhouses just go through it so fast, and if you don't pick up straw after wheat harvesting, or any of the crops that do straw, then you're really kind of screwed on this map, because you will not get those greenhouses to run, because they just he's tweaked the settings of the greenhouses to where they use more but hold less, and yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. And I've squeaked by so far, but you can see I got some corn planted over there, and got some sunflowers planted up here. Yeah, over there's the greenhouses for the potted trees and plants. So I'm just gonna park this over here for right now. Turn that GPS off. We'll go take a walk over here real quick, show it off. Well, this little building is the table maker, Tim's Table. You know, you got your tables that produce on the pallets, whatever, and automatically sell for you. But then you got these. These are expensive to run too, because not only you have to do compost, so you have to use like grass or manure or something to keep them running, but you got to use seeds. So you got to have wheat or barley to make seeds, and then you got to have liquid fertilizer for them. And this one's currently out. But this one here produces these nifty little pallets of trees for you. And then this one over here produces these boxes of plants. So, and he's also turned down his, let's see here. Yep, that one needs liquid fertilizer too, so. Let's see here, what was I going to do next? Yeah, fertilize. That's what I need to do. Down there at the BGA, where his BioPro facility thing is, where you can make your own fuel and fertilizer and everything, he's turned that down to where it's like a 1/3 ratio. So you get, for every, I guess for every 1 liter of digestate or slurry or whatever you put into it, you get 1/3 fuel, 1/3 powder fertilizer, and 1/3 liquid fertilizer. So instead of having 1-to-1 where 1 liter equals 1 liter, 1 liter, 1 liter, it's 1 liter equals 3/3, and that's kind of thrown something of a monkey wrench into everything. I don't know what that little hesitation in the game is right there, but that is all game. And it does not do it without seasons. And I was kind of hoping that I'll be able to stream this alright, and it looks like the preview is doing alright, so. See if we couldn't be bothered restart 12 times. This is my technical 3rd restart, so I played times 1 and 2, and I played them out for as long as possible, and then I waited and waited and waited and waited for updates till I thought he was done with the updates. But, well, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. So, but the second iteration was the one I was still kind of impressed with the most, because of how he changed the sawmill area around. I don't know if you ever saw that or not. As soon as we get done fertilizing here, I'll pop over there and take a look at that. So, see what kind of damage I'm doing to this field here. Well, got most of this side done. Gonna have a little bit of a blip in the middle between the fields. That's alright, I guess. You can definitely see where it's adding in that second fertilizer, or that last final fertilizer state, though. Alright, Squirrely. See if a straight line right through here is going to get it all. Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, you can tell that I've extended the fields quite a bit, but you know, I kind of told Stevie myself, I said, I am going to destroy this map with a plow. And I've done just that. I've extended just about every field I own or that I've bought so far. Well, hello there, Miss Donna. How are you on this wonderful Saturday afternoon? Feels like a Sunday? I do know that it is a very nice Saturday here, and here I am indoors doing this. But that's alright. We got plenty of time. March can bring anything, as some folks up to the northeast have seen, because they've got all kinds of crazy snow way up there. But I'm comfortable in shorts and a hoodie going outdoors right now, so can't complain too much about that. Looks like about right in here is where I need to maybe make a pass up and a pass back. Excuse me. It probably feels like a Sunday because I'm streaming for once. And I usually, in the past, have always streamed on a Sunday. See if I'm doing any good here. Oh, not bad. Either way, it's the weekend. We all love our weekends. I know I certainly love mine. Well, look who's in the house. How are you, sir? Guys, if you don't know who FireZ is, he is the creator of the map. Mr. Stevie in the house. Snowed in, but good. Well, Let's see here. Helper B has finished their task, huh? Does Stevie stream? I don't believe so, Squirrely. I'm digging it. I really like this map. I have since its very first release and all the refinements and everything to it. But the difficulty has definitely been raised, I will say that much, with some of the things that we've talked about in the past. And I can't keep extra manure to save my life on this map. So I was saying earlier, the greenhouses just use way too much of it, and there's just, and I've even got one greenhouse that just I don't even have operational. So I've only got the 2 tree orchards and the other 4 greenhouses. So get more cows and pigs then. Well, the pigs you can kind of let them just breed on their own, and their numbers will just kind of automatically go up on their own. But I guess I could probably buy a few more cows. I mean, I got the money. I've got some supplies in storage to keep them fed and that sort of thing, but I don't know. With seasons, I'm not sure how that would honestly turn out. But I mean, they've provided me a little bit. Taking what seems to just get where I wanted. Some users one of the ratios out on the installs, which makes it harder. Yeah, I mean, it's I play all my maps on hard anyway, so it's just takes a lot of grunt work. I mean, there's a lot of work involved with this map, and there's stuff that you pretty much have to do with every harvest you have. And I know there's some people that if they played it the way they do it, or they usually play it, then it would kind of just take the whole idea behind why this map was ever produced away. Because all they would do is plant every single field and whatever crop they needed, and then have tons of extra and sell it, and then raise a whole bunch of money, buy a whole bunch of crop or animals, and then feed them once and be done with the map. So whoop whoop whoop. Well, I do know one thing I gotta do for sure is I gotta get a better sprayer that doesn't destroy crops. So I had a little accident earlier. Alright, that field's all planted. And this planter will drag me to a stop here. Skirt! So we got that field all ready to go for the next stage. Drive across the creek here. You mean like for a fix for this map or for actual Cherry Hills? Because I haven't played Cherry Hills in ages, honestly. I see one tree I think I'm gonna have to get rid of. Let's go into my logging equipment here. There's one. Cherry Hills, okay. Yeah, I haven't, like I said, I haven't played on that map for forever. I've kind of been stuck on this one and what's the other? Oh, Sherwood is the other one I've been playing on. So yeah, that'd be my question too. Like Squirrely, how's Ringwood's coming? I just hope I can have this map conquered or at least played through one full round of seasons by the time you release that one. If you're still planning on releasing it. And I see a stump that I need to remove too. No Ringwoods? Yeah, I agree with Squirrely. First priority for 19 and when it releases. Which I would probably imagine would be the main reason why you're. I'm gonna get a full truckload out of this. Why not? No sense in just cutting down one little tree. Got all these trees I can cut down here. Well, I'm definitely gonna have a lot of trees here. So we'll just say anything kind of to my left of here, I guess. I don't know, Scroll. I've seen a couple updates across YouTube. A couple people have done, and so far they said there will be two new maps for sure. An American style map and a European style map, and then there will be a third map also. So I would probably assume that maybe Goldcrest is going to be Goldcrest or Sosnovka is going to be making the transition from 17 to 19. So I hope it's not Goldcrest because that map was just terrible. Oh yeah, that's right. The yeah, that's right. The new one that come out. That's right. So yeah, the platinum DLC. If you have the platinum DLC, that map will be uh, making it to one of the vanilla maps for 19, as well as two other maps, one a European map and one a American map. So the Giants fair a while now mentioned that they were missing a bigger market slice with regards to new animals. Pigs weren't enough, and I asked all the time for horses, so it's great to see them in 19. Yeah, I remember seeing that too. So hello, Alex. Yes, it has been a while. So since I've done a live stream. But thank you for being here today, and I hope you enjoy the stream. Just kind of tootling around, doing some side job stuff here on Beaver Creek, the latest, greatest version. So I've been doing pretty good. Just kind of, I won't really say I've been busy, but after last fall and winter of being super busy, I just kind of took a bunch of time to for myself and just relax and play games instead of trying to provide a game for an audience or anything like that. So not necessarily saying that I'm going to do a regular stream all the time, because summer's coming up and I love my weekends on the lakes and during the summer. So but anything's possible. I'm not going to be done after today, I'll say that much, but it may be just a week that I do until I do another stream. Might be just a day, or it might be a month, or it might be 6 months. You just don't know. So, but yeah, I've been pretty good. Cutting back a little. Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. So, well, let's see here. I have. I've currently got all of the sawmills running, for sure. I'll get over there and show that here in just a second after we get all these the logs loaded up. So I think that'll be my last one there. That'll be enough for a couple good trailer loads. But yeah, I never really quite saw. Of course, it's mostly because of one particular mod that a lot of people have that I also have on this map, the Brooks wood chipper, or as I like to call it, the Brooks tree vacuumer. Um, I kind of really didn't see the point of the separate wood chip machine after having that. I mean, if I didn't have that mod, then yeah, I could kind of see it being needed for other stuff. But since you don't really use wood chips for hardly anything except for sell them and to make compost, I guess I just didn't really see too much of a separate machine to make wood chips. So because you can, you know, I've I've processed hundreds of thousands of liters of wood chips with that little Brooks wood chipper, and so. But I mean, I like the new design and everything of it. It's better than the old pit, whatever, with a chute. I guess you could say like what's in Sherwood or any of the previous versions. I definitely, and I like that it uses fuel for the board factory and the two sawmill or to the wood chip machine and the sawdust machine. So that to me is kind of neat. Well, let's see. Am I on the wrong side? There it goes. So I was gonna say you're kind of right near home base for Giants, aren't you there, Stevie? Because they're over there in Europe. Ooh, that one got kind of ugly there for a second. May have to unload those and reload them, which is no big deal with this auto loader. Don't want to drive over top of them. Germany's no short walk. Well, I mean, it's just a short paddle, though. Or a decent swim. Let's hope that I make it there to the wood to the sawmill places here, because it seems like the physics on these log trailers is just very top heavy. And even though I got this nice low slung truck to help kind of pull it back down, milliseconds by email. Very true. Might even be nanoseconds by email for you. So yeah, guys, if you're not familiar with them, this is what he's talking about with the new sawmills and such. So we'll get out and walk around here. This one here is your board factory. Produces 2 pallets of boards. And then also produces sawdust from the boards. And ooh, I got some sawdust to collect in there. And is required to put diesel fuel to keep it operational. So, and then he's got the 2 Jins wood chippers here. One makes sawdust, which, holy cow, I got a whole bunch of that stuff. Have I edited not this area? So, and the only edit that I've done to this map, period, is remove the tree hedges. That's it. Changed absolutely nothing else. So, and I mean, that was done in GE, but yeah, I haven't done anything else with it. So, but yeah, like I said, this one over here produces sawdust, and it takes diesel fuel here, wood chips, and logs. And then over here, you just have a wood chip machine, and it takes logs and diesel fuel and produces your wood chips. So Cling. Make that Moon A. You need to delete the 3 catch files that it has created on saving in GE. That's why the roads have rough edges with grass green around textures bleeding into the gravel. Like right here, is that what you mean? What is up here? Hello, Mr. Leo the Lion. I mean, the shader catch, you mean? And I'll clean that up. I mean, that doesn't really bother me, honestly. But if it, I mean, the only thing it would I would say to that is that for me is if it's taking up any resources. Why no stream? You're gonna have to go over her to her Discord and ask her. I have no idea. I figured she'd be starting up to right about now or something, or would have been getting it going. The map will have 3 new cache files in its directory. Delete those. Huh. Okay. Well, let's get some stumps off the ground here. So I'm assuming that means I'll have to open this edited map in GE. Well, that's a big miss. And then clear those files and then rezip everything, and that'll take care of it. That's what you're saying? Or just in the game save directory? But I can show it on stream for everybody if we can figure it out here. If I can figure out where exactly you're talking about. think that's got all the stumps. Just do a double check run through here. I love this button. No stumpas, no stumpas, no stumpas. I see no stumpas. Alright, good to go. Okay. I got that little bit done. Oh. Do I want to go ahead and cut the grass around that for those two fields? Or do I want to wait another day? I think I'll wait another day. Woo! Lots of stuff going on here. Yeah, the other thing squirrely is I just got reminded of it was the second game save I had was this right here. I just could not resist myself on playing with some taters. And I did too, because this field up here, what field number is that? Field number 1. I planted all the way over to about about right in here somewhere with potatoes, and I ended up with more than 600,000 liters of potatoes to play with. So yeah, this is the field of Lucerne, or Luzerne, however you want to pronounce it. It's got a nice little pretty flower there to it. Map director variety. Okay, so do I need to unzip it first then? Or can I just delete them out? Yeah. Mr. Director Bot doesn't like links or anything that looks like a link, so let me save this out. And you guys can do without my ugly mug for a minute. So here we go. We'll do a little bit of instructional how to. Whoa, this is going way over here. Okay. So now, so I can see this over that. And let's do that's what I'm working on right now. they have definitely changed it because I have no idea how to do this stuff now. um, okay, so uh, yeah, it's when I click on his name, it gives me two options: add as a regular or as an editor. I guess I'd probably just add him as a regular, and that would do it. So, um, let's see here if I can get my chat bot to do this. Ban, timeout, purge. No, don't want to do that. We can just do this though. Control C. So this is basically what Mr. Stevie said here. I'm just going to copy and paste it into chat for you guys. So okay, so in that, let's see, there we go. Let's see, Beaver Creek, V1 seasons in maps. We're looking for Beaver I3D terrain. So these three right here looks like .lod .type catch. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that on stream or not, but beaver.i3d.terrain.weights.cache. Okay. So just delete those out of the zip file. No unzipping or anything. They gone. Alright. They are them, Jay. Delete them. You don't see a difference until you restart. Try it in the zip and see if it will. Yeah, I just did it in the zip there. I'm not sure if you can see that on the stream or not too well, but so if you go to wherever your zip file is for your map, guys, mine's right here in this little directory for this map because you can see I got every different map that I've got in separate folders and everything, and of course I've got the mod folder switcher program installed and activated and everything. So I've even got a separate folder for testing mods here, so I don't even have to use the default folder for that. But yeah, so all right, so we'll go ahead and restart the game now. And we'll switch this back over to here and pop that up. Start. Make sure we're running with no errors here. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, the only, like I said, the only edit that I did to this was remove the tree hedges, or the, yeah, the hedge trees, or whatever the hell you call them in there. So all these mods, and not a single one of them has one single error. All right, so, well, I don't know if you guys can tell the difference or not, but that certainly looks a bit crisper on my end and a lot clearer. Any save in G creates them if you don't edit it. Okay. So let's go back up to that spot, I guess, and we'll just see if that took them out. Yep, they're gone. Now it looks like a road blended to a meadow. JBW, there was a spot here where, if you kind of see, like right here, where the gravel blends down to the meadow area or grassy area, this kind of was starting to overtake the road and came all the way out to here. And it was just a catch file. It wasn't, that's CACHE, and I cleared those, deleted those files, and it removed them. So it's nice and clear and crisp the way it's supposed to be. So, like I said, it makes it looks a lot more crisp on. Oh yeah, wow, that's definitely a John Deere. Me like you that. And now you can really kind of see the dirt marks and everything, and the tanks. Makes it look like a used tank and everything, and looks like I've taken my tractors all mudding. But yeah, it definitely cleaned them up quite a bit, that's for sure. So, alright, so what else would I have to do here? So yeah, Mr. Stevie, like I told you quite a bit before, you can see by this map. Oh wow, I planted that little dirt road. I've received some feedback on that. I don't know if you have or not, but like this little dirt road, like right through here. Let me zoom in on it here on the map, and how they are plantable like this. I've received a few complaints about that, because I know this one is, and then where's that? Oh yeah, this little one that goes around and out the back of the farm here, so is the same thing. So all right, yeah, this is. I'm telling you what, on my end, Stevie, this is 10 times more crisp and clear. And I'm not sure if I can, if that's being broadcast through or not, but yeah, it's just. So, Well, I think one of the things that I did originally in one of my previous game saves was I used that ground modification mod, and I just made a dirt road here. So I will. I'll have to check my Sherwood file then too for that, because like I edited my Sherwood on my server, and before I uploaded it. Of course, that's been so long ago; it's been ridiculous. So, but I'll probably have to re-upload the map. Yeah, this is wow. So this is what the game's actually supposed to look like, huh? Well, let's see here. Which way do I want to take off for? I think I'll just go this way. But actually, before I get going on any of that, I'm going to take a quick J-Man break, y'all, and get up and stretch my legs, refresh my drink, all that fun stuff. So, yeah, we'll just take a quick little break here, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. do 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 do. All right, back to the stream. Yes, hope everyone is having a wonderful Saturday afternoon here. Lower those down. Oh, gotta remember to hit that one button. So you don't almost hire a worker for this stuff. Is everything crisp and sharp, texture wise, exactly how the mapper detailed the map when making it. The generated cache file will store that. MapNG. I would just honestly say that that's very helpful information, and I was kind of thinking about it on my little break there. The biggest difference for me, to put it in layman's terms, is now it looks like I'm playing off of a video card that's using an HDMI connection instead of a DVI or a VGA connection. I mean, it's just super sharp and crisp and clear. So so just kind of setting an outer parameter here with my mower. Or at least to me, that's a decent explanation of it. I mean, it looks like it's being played in the high-end graphic mode that you set it in. So, and I don't know if that actually, I mean, if it's a very noticeable difference across my stream, because I don't stream in all that great in the highest of quality, but I try and do what I do the best I can with what I got, for sure. But most of that on my end personally is because I just don't have the processor for it, for the broadcast, and I just don't have the upload speed. So I got all the download speed in the world now because my ISP bumped my internet service, and I now have 200 meg down. But I still remain at a very slow 10 meg up. So I'm hoping they change that in the near future. And here comes the rain. Mowing in the rain. Maybe my tractor will get washed. Well, I mean, I could go 2 blocks down the road and have what you have. But I choose to stay within the confines of the cable company. I guess that's the best way to put it. So, You have 800 up and down? Oh man. Now I'm gonna cry. That just must be so rough. See, I can remember when I had 10 meg down and probably about 2 to 3 up, and I couldn't even stream Netflix at that time. Of course, that was ages ago. That was probably 5, 6 years ago when I first moved into this little apartment here. But that service ended up being just so unreliable that I just said, I said, nope, we got to find a better solution. So I started off with the 15 meg service doing multiplayer stuff on Xbox, and then just kept advancing it, and decided one day, hey, why not? Let's try out 50, see what it does. And then I got into streaming. Well, 50's not enough for streaming. Let's go on up to 100. And I've been at 100 ever since. The only thing that buffers me is anything that's not being broadcast. So, but there from time to time there is a slight difference in some of my streaming services. Like sometimes depending on what device I use, because a lot of my stuff is older equipment. My Blu-ray player, for instance, is probably 10 years old, so it doesn't have the fastest capability out there, but it takes it a minute to get to the full, crisp, clear picture that it's supposed to sometimes. But yeah, I could probably stream Netflix in that TV right back there and stream and still be okay if I wanted to. But I choose to let the stream soak up as much as possible. And that TV right now is just on a fixed position antenna. Whatever's coming through the air. Yeah, shut up, JB. Now you're good. New follow. Why is my bot program not showing who followed? Is that an old follow? Maybe? I don't know. Blumpkin 787 with the follow. What's up, buddy? How was game night last night? Just so everybody knows, Mr. Blumpkin there He is a work friend. He's a guy I work with in real life, so he's somebody I know in real life. So he found out that my little secret about streaming a while back, and I believe this is his first actual stream to watch live. It's Monday. Oh, that's Monday. Okay. Well, yeah, he finally caught me online. How about that? And Mr. John Seeger, thank you for that host, sir. Hope you're having an excellent Saturday afternoon. Oh, yeah. Gert coming home from work. And soon, have a good one. Same to the rest of you guys. Mr. Stevie, you too, sir. Thank you again for a wonderful map and the little bit of extra advice today. So, appreciate you stopping by. I hope you didn't see anything that you feel needs absolutely 100% fixed and re-released, because I know there's quite a few of us that are a little bit tired of the re-releases. So, but you have a good afternoon, sir, or good evening, because it's what is it, about 9 o'clock over there across the pond now? 10 o'clock, something like that. Join me in game soon. Alrighty, sir, no problem. We'll have to do that over on Sherwood, but that can be arranged for sure. And where am I going here? 10 p.m. dead on, night all. And Mr. John Seeger's got his finger on the clip button. So he thinks I'm gonna flip a truck. I don't got any truck work to do. You already missed that, John. You're late to the party, bud. Ooh, when I get down here towards the homestead, it just starts really getting. I agree, JD. I agree, JB. There are some fantastic maps. And now that I know how to clear them up even more after I edit them, so that's makes quite a big difference. So yeah, Mr. Blumpkin, somebody had told me that that was last night that you guys were doing all that. So no excuses for Tuesday tardies. Yeah, me either, JB. I mean, I had no idea about that sort of thing. So, and I'm not a major map modder by any means, but like the one thing I've done in this map, just to show you guys, like right through here, if you get the download the stock version, right through here you'll see some big, tall, bushy looking things in this hedgerow right here. And all they are is trees that are sunk below the map at different heights. And I've just gone through and deleted all those trees. Plain and simple. But other than that, there has been no changes to this map whatsoever. So I know on one version of this map, I did put in a second fermenting silo down at the BGA, and I deleted out the shelter down there, like the shop or garage, whatever you want to call it, and I moved the tanks all around. So, Mr. Jabbit, this is Mr. Stevie's Beaver Creek V1D, the latest, greatest updated version. And welcome to the stream, sir. Appreciate you coming out. Or ma'am, whatever, whichever you are. Hope you enjoy your time here. Just kind of doing a lot of side work stuff here on the farm. Building up new fields and trying to scavenge up something to make compost out of, and make sure we have enough feed for our cows for winter time, even though it's only early summer right now. But yeah, just kind of plugging along here. So, because for once I am finally playing with the seasons mod turned on, and I have the US Midwest add-on or extra, whatever, however you want to term it, added in as well for seasons. So I have seasons, which is US Midwest. So, which is, US Midwest is where I live. So I figured, hey, why not? So really looking forward to FS19, that huge new Massey Ferguson harvester. The only thing I can say to that is it would be a lot better if it was a different color. So, but it is what it is. So, and how I missed that big strip in the middle. You see, you guys can see the texture here in the field. Right here where I'm parked at right now, this has been pre-fertilized. I've spread some sort of fertilizer on it. Over here, where it just looks like regular dirt, this is unfertilized. So you got to put some fertilizer on there to get your first fertilizer state after you plow it the first time. So that's why I'm cutting the grass all the way around and in between the two fields, because I'm gonna combine these two fields into one large field, or one kind of mediocre size field, because they're really not all that big. But when you cut the grass after it's grown a little bit and then plow, it will give you your first fertilizer state. And we'll show that here in a little bit after I get done picking up grass. Well, I mean, honestly, JB, all they really have to do, in my opinion, and I'm no expert, to me, all they really have to do is say, "Hey, we want your stuff in our game. We want these 3 tractors and this one harvester, and whatever attachments or accoutrements that go along with it." And obviously for a combine, you're going to want a corn header, or some sort of uh, grain head for sure to go with it. But and say, hey, we'll give you 5% of our game sales because your product is in our game too, and I would be willing to bet that John Deere won't take anything less than 50%. They're just, they're just like any other greedy business person. They're in it to make money, and not lose money, but they'd open a whole different spectrum in this game if they just accept it a little. But then again, there are some great modders out there that provide some awesome John Deere equipment anyway for free. And there are some out there that charge for said John Deere equipment, which is to me ridiculous, because you're making money off of somebody else's income, really. But I'm a simple time modder and slash tweaker of mods. Because, well, just a good example. The front mower on this tractor and this forage wagon. This is BD's forage wagon, and I think when I downloaded it, it had like a 200,000 liter capacity or something like that, something just crazy stupid like that. And I'm a realistic person. I like to do the work in kind of a realistic fashion. So I changed the quantity to match the in-game quantity, which is that one there, which is 50,000. Which is that's basically what this is, except it has the big long rakes on the side. And then I changed the working speed to something of a more realistic working speed because I think it was set somewhere around 30 mile an hour or something like that. So this dude would pick up some grass, or it'd do some foraging really fast for you when I first got it. But that didn't fit my style of play, so I just I changed it around a little bit to fit my style of play, and this is what I got. So sure, I may have to go empty it a little bit more often than what the original is, but it suits my style. And really, if you're picking up grass this fast in real life, then you're gonna be breaking some shit. Watching my video right now. Which video is that, John? I've only got like 200 on my YouTube channel. So well, this ain't a video. This is a stream, dude. Or are you watching the video from the beginning so you're caught up till current? Oh, okay. Two monitors for the win. This man cab driving here. 7. Good God, man. The hell do you need 7 monitors for? Unless you're running 4 computers, I guess, with 2 monitors each, and one of them only has one. Either way, I wouldn't mind seeing that setup just to see what it looks like. Can you send me a picture in Discord with that? Load to the compost already, and then we'll put a load in storage. So we have plenty. I think the most I've seen anybody have is 6 off of 2 computers, I think. 3 monitors off of each computer. TV. Oh God, I feel sorry for your neighbors. Seeing my ugly mug about 10 inches tall. See, my headphones are a big, big psych because all my sounds and everything play through my speakers, which are facing me. My headset's just for my microphone. That's the only thing I use it for. So if I'm playing games or doing anything else, my neighbors have to hear whatever is coming out of my computer. Learning how to edit ATS in Blender. Well, I would say your pay grade's a little bit higher than mine, JB, because I have not messed with Blender whatsoever. All I really mess with are XML files and, like I said, the small little map edits that I've done, like I've done to this map, and I've done the same thing to 1 or 2 other maps. I've done it to Sherwood, which I didn't figure out when I did it to Sherwood that Stevie put all of those in one like little uh, character all by itself. So you could just like select the one entire item. Or, you could select the first one, and that would jump you right to the group, and then you could delete the whole group as one. So when I was first doing it, I had to go through. I went through and deleted each tree one by one, which took forever. And on my Sherwood map, on my server map, um, there was a few of them that I missed. free open source program? Well, I know it's what a lot of games use to model, if that's what open source means. And I'm very familiar with a couple of the 3D modeling programs that are used out there, but the one in particular for sure, it's like to get a copy other than one that says student version. When you print off something, it's like a $5,000 program. And Mr. J Man just does not have that kind of money for that program. I'd love to have the program though. And I do know, I'm sure there is, a back door or something out there to get a hack into it to get a free version, but or get the version completely opened up and everything and usable. But it's not super important that I have that program. So, and Reach CS, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good afternoon. Well, did I get all of it? I smell dryer sheets. Why do I smell dryer sheets? I'm not doing laundry today. That's weird. Well, I think I got all that grass picked up. Does Stevie have his own channel? No, he does not. He is not a streamer. So he is a very avid supporter of a couple guys for sure that feature his stuff on YouTube and on Twitch. But he is not a streamer. No. So he has come in and joined. Oh, it was way back when. Excuse me. Trying to think what map it was. I know it's been a long, long time. It's been probably over a year. But he came and joined my TeamSpeak while I was previewing a map one time. And that's probably about the closest he's ever come or ever been to being streamer. So it was I want to say it was No, it wasn't Cherry Hills. I want to say it was Pine Grove or whatever it is. I'm all distracted. I forgot to dump my grass first. God, I can't think of the name of the map. Come on, computer. Handle this stuff. How much do I have now? Whew, we're going to have over 300,000 liters. How about that? In fact, I'm just going to take the rest of this straight to the composter. So the map for the kid. That one would have been Cherry Hills for Alan. So no. Um, that one I just kind of did a tribute video to. And it looks like I need some more fuel in this damn thing. Golly, this composter eats my fuel. Like I said, guys, he has raised the difficulty level of this stuff to make it a little harder for everything. It's easy because everything auto sells, but it's hard because it is a pain in the ass keeping everything full. I mean, it is really tough keeping stuff full on this map. Alright, so we're done mowing for now. Solo, yeah. Yeah, but it's really not big enough of a map to run in multiplayer if you ask me. I mean, yeah, there's some decent sized fields, and I mean, if you open them up and combine them and everything, then yeah, I mean, there's the possibility, but it's to me, this is just a really great sized single player map, honestly. But like you said earlier, he's tweaked the numbers on all the stuff to make it harder. Make it so. For instance, the greenhouses use twice as much as what they used to. And none of this stuff is fuel. Wrong building. There's the fuel tank. Because I know one of the biggest ones for me that was the probably the biggest was we'll go over here and I'll just show it real quick. So if you're familiar with any Stevie maps, of course you got the biogas facility here, and he's actually got two biogas facilities. There's number two, and here's number one. Now he's set the pits down in the ground, so all you have to do is drive over them to empty them out, and then he's got the holding tanks for them over here, and the holding tanks hold like I think millions each. So, but he's also if you're familiar with Stevie Maps, he's got this little place over here, the Bio Pro facility. Now, these numbers are going to probably shock anybody who's familiar with this. Okay, this number right here, 12,145. 12,145 and 12,145. And you'll notice in my tanker is nothing. Nothing there. This tipper is empty. There's nothing in this tanker. Those numbers are from 50,000 liters of digestate. Whereas in previous versions of this map and previous versions of or in any of his other maps that he's previously released, if you put 50,000 liters into this silo here, you would get 50,000 here. 50,000 here. And 50,000 here. So basically what he's done is reversed the math on it, Whereas it used to be 3 products produced for every 1 product put in. Now it's 1 product of this, 1 product of that, and 1 product of that over there produced for 1 product, 1 liter of this product put in. And yeah, that's all it is. It's a little bit more realistic. So, but I'm telling you what though, it makes this map a lot more difficult. It really does. All right, so we need to go back to here. Nope, this guy. All right, turn my gyps back on. Allow fill create, and away we go. But when I first started playing this final updated version of this map, I had no clue about any of those changes. I didn't remember him saying anything in any of his posts about it. I hadn't heard anybody talk about it. So like I just jumped right back into the map, imported some data over, so that way I had some crops in storage and had this and that, and had all the vehicles that I had to already bought and everything, and everything just started running out, and I'm just like, what the hell's going on here? Am I really fast timing that fast? Because I mean, I run it typically here at 5 on the time scale, just to keep things moving, and single player. If you play it in straight time, it's just it just takes forever. So I'm running it in 5 times, so that way I can kind of get through the days and get through the seasons, and see what all the season stuff does, and the differences between seasons and all that stuff. But so yeah, things just started running out and getting empty, and I was like, what the heck is going on here? Am I doing something wrong, or what is the deal? So yeah, like you said, you can see I'm only plowing grass that I've cut. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Because, well, zoom in here. That cut grass gives me my first fertilizer state. And if you plow over to any uncut grass, it will not do that. So, but I'm not going to show that just to show it, because I don't want to have to fix the field when I'm done. So, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But you can see also that that strip will become in the middle of that field that's unfertilized. That'll become pretty prevalent as well once I get it plowed, because you'll see just a plain dirt, or uh, a section that's not in the first fertilized state once I get it completely plowed. I would probably be able to see it right through here, because there's a little bit I must have missed with the mower. a little bit that I am plowing under that's kind of in the first stage of growth, and there's some that's in the second stage of growth. So I never said I was perfect. And looks like about right in there. That'll be kind of a sharp corner, but oh well. It'll do. Yeah, to me though, a map that's very, I won't say 100% real, but that's more realistic than it's not realistic. I guess best is the best way I could put it. Is a lot more fun to play than one that's not. You know, that's why I turn on crop destruction, and that's why I love Stevie has built in to the map the dirt and terrain stuff because you can kind of see his uh, how the tracks on the tractor there bounce up and down as you go across the fields and everything. And you'll see them kind of disappear into the dirt there just a little bit once we get into that next field here. Is that KMN's 9R? No. You can kind of see right down there at the bottom. I mean, you can watch and see how the tracks bounce and everything and move, you know, just like they were going over real ground. And then if I drive over the plowed side, it really sinks in. I believe this 9R is actually in the mod hub in the game, JB. I think that's where I got it from. Yeah, let me just kind of zoom in here. Now you can really see it how the tractor falls down into the furrow quite a bit. You can see there it goes. There it fell down there in the rear corner there to where the track's completely underneath the ground. So that's the dirt and terrain mod for you being built into it. So I'm pretty sure that's where I got it. Don't quote me on it, but it's a great tractor. Um, it's got the one of the things I like about it. It's got the really crisp, clear, bluish tinted lights to it, and it's got functioning beacons, of course. All the turn signals and hazards all light up correctly, and it's got a couple different options as well in the store because you can do a single wheeled version, a dual wheel version, or a triple wheeled version. So you can have 12 wheels on this thing if you want. Um, but it was definitely a early version of it though, because on some of the wheeled versions, if you zoom in here on and you look down through here, all you see is big open space, and you don't see anything connecting the tires and wheels to an axle or anything. All you see is the 3-point hitch and that sort of thing. So if you choose that setup, it doesn't look quite real. Oh crap! I'm way off on my GPS here. What am I doing? But the tracked version is obviously it's very clean version. Um, it comes with two different style of fuel tanks that you can put on it. I have the poly tanks on it right now. Which is the black plastic tanks you see on the back here. You can get a version that just are green and look like, they're made to look like green metal, I guess you could say. Um, get that version. And there's a different style exhaust that you can get. This is just the standard exhaust, and there's one that's called like a rain cap exhaust. But I think it's just kind of like a straight pipe with a flap on the top of it or something like that. So comes in like 4 or 5 different horsepower ratings. Well, let me turn all the lights off here. Just go to the shop and check it out here. It's expensive though, I know that. 9R. So yeah, you got steel tanks or poly tanks or the RX tanks. I don't know what those are. Got a 9370, 9420, 9470, 9520, 9570, or a 9620. So you got, I think, 6 different things there. All kinds of different wheel options. You also have a crawler track or the road track, which is like a really narrow track on it. But it kind of looks goofy if you ask me with that. So I just have the regular regular crawler track on it. So, but I mean, to me, it's like the spitting image of the real life thing. I mean, it looks like a 9620 RX that you'd see in work in a field somewhere out in Iowa or something. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite tractors. It's got a little bit of IC in it. Let's see. Steering wheel moves in and out and up and down. The seat moves forward and backwards, and it also swings to the side. Armrest folds up and folds down. I thought this little co-pilot seat did something too, but I guess not. What else? I think that's it. All 3 mirrors work. They don't show exactly the right correct angle or anything, but they work. So, and the best part, you notice the little throttle there when you're in cab. Moves back and forth. Forward, forward, reverse, neutral. So it kind of bounces back and forth, which is really kind of neat. So yeah, overall, just a really, really nice little tractor. Definitely one of my favorite ones, for sure. I should not have fertilized this field in the dark. That's why it's got this big strip down the middle that's missing fertilizer. I could go back and grab the fertilizer and fix it real quick, but nah. No real need to do that. One little strip ain't gonna drop the production of whatever crop I put in here by that much to make that much of a difference. So I do know that there was a similar version of this 9R that Reaper was working on didn't have near the options. It was just a tracked version, but he just could not get it to work for some reason. I think he actually ended up giving up on it. But there's quite a few of his mods I have on here. Or at least have available to purchase on here. I may not have purchased any of them yet. Well, let's go back to the truck. Quit wasting fuel here. God, this map is so much crisper and clearer. It's just amazing. And even stuff like the body lines on the vehicles and the models of the trailers and stuff is just so much more. Crazy. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. You'll be able to let me zoom in on it here. You'll see that little splotch that I missed fertilizing. No fertilizer state. Oh well. No big deal. Two hours and 2.5 hours. Wow. One clip. Who generated a clip from this? John. Did you make a clip? Nope. Okay. Twitch is saying I got one clip generated from this stream, so second highest in Farm Sim viewers. Wow, cool. I would imagine that's because it's the time of the day. Farm Sim is amazing. You know, it's ever since I discovered this game, um, it has been nothing but pure joy for me. It's been my go-to for a little bit of fun. It's been my go-to for a wind down activity. It's been yeah, it's just been so it's created my stream channel. It's helped build my YouTube channel some. Um, it's just been a blast. And for me, mostly it's because I grew up as a farmer's kid, and I always had tractors and combines and stuff The big metal toys that my parents got me for Christmas, and I even have a now to this day I have a 1/64th scale John Deere collection that is pretty. It's a big collection. it I've probably got somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 pieces in that collection of tractors, combines, planters, plows, discs, implements, whatever. Um, I mean, all that stuff. Um, but so yeah, when I discovered that this game was available, and at the time it was available on Xbox 360, if that tells you how long I've been playing it, I was like, well, now I have a reason to upgrade to an Xbox 360. And that was about 2 months before the Xbox One come out. And then Farm Sim 15 came out for the Xbox 360 and for the Xbox One. And I'm like, well, it's better on the Xbox One. Now I gotta have an Xbox One. So I bought an Xbox One, started playing it on the Xbox One. Well, then I got introduced to the PC version of Farm Sim 15. And that opened up a whole can of whoop ass. And I've really never gone back since to console version whatsoever. So, and honestly, it's mainly because of John Deere, because I am a huge John Deere fan. My family has used John Deere tractors and combines for our family farm before it was turned over to a share crop program with another farmer, and so yeah, I was born and raised John Deere, and I'll be John Deere for the rest of my life. So, but am I looking to get pure farming 2018? I've honestly heard mixed reviews about that one, and to be honest, no. I have enough fun with this game as it is, so no, not really too interested in getting that at all. So I think that's all the field work I'm gonna do this season. So I can finally take this tractor and disc and put it away. Let's see, what was it at? Where did I get this map at? Sorry if I missed, kind of going out of order here. Um, this I got this directly from Stevie's Facebook page. If you type in exclamation point Stevie, that's Stevie, all lowercase. That will give you a link to his Facebook page. And at the very top of that page, there will be a pinned post with all of his maps and mods and everything. So thanks, John, for posting that for me. So yeah, and you can get that. You can get this map. You can get all of his mods. He's got quite a few mods out there that he's done. Um, there's probably at least half a dozen maps. He did a Goldcrest edit. He did another one called Pine Cove. I think that was the name of it. He converted one of his Farm Sim 15, a couple of his Farm Sim 15 maps to 17. One being Sherwood Park Farms, which is one of my absolute other favorite maps, and he has that one available. He has this one available. If you like big maps, he has I believe it's an 8x map called Cherry Hills for Allen, which was a 15 conversion of what as well. And he converted that one because it was a favorite of a little boy who was dying of some sort of cancer or something like that, and he really originally was not going to convert that one, but it was the request of this young man that Cherry Hills be converted. So by gosh, Stevie converted it and released it, and it's over there. And yeah, like Donna said, many of his mods that he's done since 17 came out, he's either in the process of redoing them right now, or he has already redone them, and they're much better. And one of the what's it's called Beaver Creek, Alex. It should be at very near the top of that pinned post. Yeah, Cherry Hills. Cherry Hills is a little bit older released map. He had mentioned something about it earlier when about Cherry Hills, but he said he didn't think he was going to get around to it. So, well, let me get my disc put away here, and I will show you the easiest way to do this. Because one of the things you want to do for Cherry Hills is a 4X. Okay, thanks, Donna. I wouldn't remember. I couldn't remember if it was a 4X or 8X. I know it was a big one, but yeah, it's Cherry Hills is a big, 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 big map. So get the map to the game. Do I put it in a certain spot? Okay. Let me tab out of the game here. Move this over to here. All right. So what you're gonna do? First of all, you can go and check out my YouTube video. I kind of explain how to do all this stuff, and I will give you guys a link to that right now. Where's this? My channel. Okay, this explains a little bit more. But what you want to do is you want to get this program right here, mod folder switcher. Okay, that's your first step. Make sure that's getting broadcast on the stream. Okay, and you can see I've got dedicated little tabs here for all my different maps and everything. So yeah, Pine Cove is the map I was thinking of too that he did. So and that's another one, Snetterton, that he did. Uh, right. So you want to download this program, and all you have to do is just do a Google search for it. FS17 mod switcher program or something like that, and that should bring up the link. Well, I can actually do one better on that too. So you can get the mod switcher program from that link right there. Okay. Now, this is just the way that I do it. You don't have to do it this way, but this is the way I do it. I have a separate hard drive, and I have all my farm sim mods set up in their own specific folder. Okay. So each map has its dedicated folder. So you can see I've got a Snetterton folder, I've got a Pine Cove folder, I've got a Beaver Creek folder, I've got a Cherry Hills folder, and I've got a couple other folders that I play on servers with and all that type of stuff. So always you want to keep each map separate from one another because they just will not jive with one another whatsoever. Doesn't matter which map it is, you just want to keep maps separate. So that's probably should be your first or second step is set up somewhere on your computer a location like this, just a mod folder that has different folders for every single map that you download. Okay, so then what you're going to do, once you get this downloaded and installed, you're going to take this and you're going to select a button and you're going to tell it to go to that folder. So let's say you're doing the Beaver Creek, okay? So you're going to go down here and you're going to find where you put that folder at. And let's see, mine is not there. It is, where is it? This PC, storage E, my farm sim mods 17. Okay, so you can see I've already got this set up, but I've got this little folder here set up for Beaver Creek, being BC, capital B, capital C. Okay, then you just hit OK, and you give that folder a name, and then you can give it a color, and then you click when you're done. Okay, and boom, it's ready to go. That tab is now switched, is now ready to run any mods that you put for just that map off of this one little button here, and you can switch them all the way around anytime you want to. And really, that's it. That's all there is to it. So now you can also set up the mod switcher program with your Google Drive if you have been allowed access to someone's Google Drive to play on their server. That's the way I run my server stuff. And you can link one of these buttons to that server or to that Google Drive if you want. You can see here I got Docs 1, Doc 2, Doc 4. That is my buddy Mr. WP Docket. I'll give him a shout out real quick. Why didn't that work? Maybe it has to be just like his name is. What the hell? Oh, that's why. Okay. There we go. That's my good buddy Mr. WP Docket. He runs quite a few servers for his subscribers, and he gives, if you subscribe to his channel, one of the stipulations or one of the bonuses of being a subscriber to his Twitch channel is you get to have access to his servers. And right now he's just got 3 running, but you can have access to those and play on those servers if you want. So, but yeah. Alright, so what else do we need to do here? That's done, that's done. And now we're out of product. Where are we? Hang on here. Hang on. Now we got fuel, but we got nothing to turn into compost. I'm telling you what, these new numbers are just, whew, they're killing me, Smalls. How much produced do I have now, though? Oh, I got 134 liters produced. That's not too terrible. I have my little mini tanker in here again. Yeah, the YouTube video that I just posted there shows shows how to set that up with Google Drive and everything. So if you get allowed access to someone's Google Drive or anything, then you can set that up and everything. So I know Mr. Docket there, he exclusively uses Google Drive for all his server stuff. So great, easy way to have it set up. Honestly, just super, super easy. Let's clean up some animals here. I'm sure they need it. $256 of grass from the sheep. From 30 sheep. Well, at least their trough took it already. So remember, just before I started streaming, I filled that thing up with grass from a trailer because it was low. So I was kind of surprised that the trough actually took that little bit of grass from my bucket. Alright, so they're cleaned up. But yeah, you can get a lot of great mods and a lot of great maps, or quite a few great maps from Mr. Stevie there. And you know, be sure to leave a little bit of love on his Facebook page. Make sure you like his Facebook page. You know, he doesn't just do that stuff for free. You know, he enjoys the likes, and as long as the likes keep coming, he'll keep doing what he does. So I'm sure once 19 gets released, he'll be doing some mod work for 19 as well. So only time will tell, though. Alright. So now everybody's cleaned up. The cow's got a little bit of manure for once. Guess I could load that up and find a place for it. Maybe. I think I'm gonna wait till I get about 2 more pallets of wool before I sell any wool. Got a little ways to go yet. Why this game is so slow right there around them gates, I have no idea. Did I shut them gates earlier? Nope, I sure didn't. Guess I better shut them. I don't need them to be open. The other thing I was wanting to check was, let's see here, growth. That ain't gonna tell me nothing. Let's go here and see what my grass field looks like up here. Well, that one's kind of in its second state. That one's kind of fully grown now. I think I might need to bring out some, yep. Need to bring out this guy. Do some more fertilizing. Somebody popped me a Facebook message. Facebook message. Man, this tractor seems so slow. Guess I need to change that command to where it's exclamation point SO instead of shout out. That makes it a little bit easier. God, I cannot believe the difference in clarity of this map after deleting them 3 files. Whew. It's crazy. I had no idea. Fertilize the grass. Now this little field here in the original map is a gravel lot. I guess that was one other change that I did to it, to the map, was I changed this from a gravel lot to a dirt lot, and then once I opened up the game save and everything and got the game save running, I just plowed it under and planted grass here. So like I said, I'm a small time moderator or modder. If I can change it to fit my personal needs, then by golly, I'll figure out how to do it and I'll do it. But I will never take credit for the mod because I do not create mods, I do not produce mods, I simply just edit them quite a bit. Although I have, with the help of my good buddy Mr. MP7 Reaper, I have converted a few simple mods. He helped me convert a couple things over from 15 that was things that mods that I had in 15 and felt the need to have them over here in 17, so we converted them over. One of them, my favorite pick 'em up truck. I love this truck. It's awesome. Good old Ford F-250. That was one of them. And that one is in every mod folder or every map folder, whatever that I run. It's on my server, it's on every map, it's everywhere. So that is my favorite pickup truck. And like I said, Mr. Reaper helped me get that one converted from 15 to 17, so I don't remember where the mod actually come from in 15, but like I said, it is definitely not mine. I just converted it. So I might be able to hire this guy out and leave you guys with him for a minute, and I'm gonna take another J-Man break. So yeah, about that time. So I'll be back in just a few minutes while you guys ride with this guy. Alrighty guys, I am back. Don't know what happened to my camera though. Why did my camera go by? Oh, I know why. That's why. The little things you sometimes forget to do. Okay, yes, you're done. Let's see if you're completely... Oh, you're not done. You're not done yet. What are you thinking? This is the only downside to plowing and making your own fields and everything, because the hired workers still tend to keep to the original field. And if there's anything that they come in contact with by collision, say for instance a tree or a fence or something, they may turn around early or stop completely, or you know, so a lot of times you just got to do the work yourself. The heck? Oh. TV show Cops is playing on my TV right now. And one angry canine barking away. Looks like he missed a little bit of the end rows here, so we'll get that cleaned up for him. Well, this is probably one of the niftiest features though on that came out in 17. You'll notice I do have crop destruction turned on, but this tractor here does not destroy the crop because of these little skinny thin tires that are on this tractor. They call those care tires or something like that, I guess. But I thought that was one of the niftiest features. And you can drive through any crop or any grass or anything and it will not destroy them. So, well, we got those two fields nice and fertilized, ready to go. Not fully grown yet, so maybe on the second day of summer they'll be ready to go, to give me a good bit of... Those two are probably going to get turned into digestate for sure. So I'll be able to make some seeds and fertilizer and all that stuff. Alright, get this guy parked back in the barn. I think I'm going to sell some sawdust. I've got quite a bit of sawdust back there at the sawmill. So this giant spreader here is one of the Reaper mods I was telling you guys about. Comes with a powder fertilizer bed or a liquid spreader bed. It has two different tire options. So But it has the skinny tires on it, but Mr. Reaper has not added in the functionality of not destroying crops. So it only gets used every once in a while for me. But it's a great mod. Love it. And let's see, the semi is over here on the water tankers, I believe. Yep. I'm going to need this whole train here, so I'm going to have to get both of them. Alright, now run up to the sawmill. Whoa, 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 come on. I might just have get enough money together to buy one of these big fields here real soon. Kind of what I was saving up for, but I have no idea what I would plant in a big field right now. Got a little bit of everything planted already. I got corn, soybeans, sunflower, lucerne. I think I got some wheat planted somewhere. I think I got some canola planted somewhere. Let's empty this guy out first, so the sawmill doesn't stop. Let's see where I'm going to be taking this stuff to. A couple different places where we can take it. Let's see here. 707 at Jeeves. Or 696 at the sawmill. Well, Jeeves it is. So we'll definitely slow time down so we can keep our good price. Top off that rear trailer, which appears to be out of wood chips again. Let's see, make sure here. Yeah, it's got fuel. No wood chips. So we're going to have to cut down some trees somewhere and create some wood chips, I guess. Because I don't have any in storage. Off to Jeeves' place. A little in-cab driving for your guys' enjoyment. I think we had enough back there. We could probably do another full load just from the sawdust machine. I think all these big fields though are be kind of nice to have field 7 just so I kind of almost have the complete north end of the map, I guess. But I think that field is like $1,000,000 or more. Gonna take a little bit more saving to get to that one. Wouldn't mind having it, and I wouldn't mind having this one right here to my left, field 3. Let's see what field 3 has to offer. Because I think I've kind of prepped field 3 to do a grass cut and everything and extend the field. Oh, 482. Well, is it planted? Growth? Nope, cultivated. So we'd be able to plant it with whatever we want. So, hello, Creative. How are you today? I don't have that command, Creative. But if you type in !Stevie, this is Stevie's latest rendition of Beaver Creek. You can go over there to Mr. Stevie's Facebook page and get the map over there. Oh yeah, definitely got another load left. 140 some thousand in there, so see if I drop the bottom out of the price though. Not really. Dropped it quite a bit, but now the sawmill's at 697. Well, we'll just have to sell it right around the corner here. All full. Now this is the tricky part. Getting into this sell point for the sawdust and wood chips with a semi. Usually get the front one okay. Ooh, look at that door coming so close. Come on, get it. Oh, come on. That'll get it. Hoo-yah. that's sold. I just thought of something. I probably could have taken that sawdust and used it for compost. I think I'll do that with the rest of it. Why not? Just put it in that rear trailer. That's about 30-some thousand for sure. 38. This will be a new one on me if it works. I'm not even sure if we can put this in the compost maker, but pretty sure you can. I know you can wood chips, so I don't know why you wouldn't be able to sawdust. Take my backwoods shortcut through the woods here. Hey man, I've seen you a while. Hey Andreas. Yeah, I've been around. How you doing today, bud? Good to see you. I'm fine, just having a bit of a cold left. Well, that sucks. Nobody likes being sick. That's for sure. And 1, 2, 3, dump. Woohoo! Making compost out of sawdust. How about that? Learn something new every day. But now we need to take some compost out here. Looks like we need to refill some of these greenhouses. One thing about this map, there's always something to do. As long as you got the supplies to do it, there's always something to do. Fill up the lettuce first. That'll work. And Mater's got quite a bit still. What about the melons down here? They got quite a bit. I like my Maters because I like my tomato sauce, so I'm going to put more in the tomatoes. Just dump the rest over here, I guess. Probably still got enough I can dump some in the melons. Oh, that one filled up. And this is kind of a neat feature. You'll notice I'm not quite parked over the little zone marker there, but yet I'm still filling the trailer. It's not filling near as fast, because if I back up and actually get underneath the conveyor there, it fills up quite a bit faster. But if you're just close to the tip point there, it'll still fill up your trailer with your compost. Am I gonna get another 60,000? Another 65, yep. How about that? What are these guys doing? Well, that's got plenty of compost, but no manure. Alrighty. Well, let's fill up some compost over here first. This probably will not take all of that. Nope. Only holds 40,000. That means that this is probably close to being full. Can't read what the number says back there. Go ahead and top it off. Alright, so that's full. Now we can kind of split this between the two orchards. Just yeah, I know. Just kind of trying to distribute evenly. He's redone the calculations on the products that go in and the products that come out on these. So if you have a whole lot, it's real easy. But if you don't have a whole lot of the compost and manure, then you kind of got to budget it out some, and you know, divide it amongst all the different ones. So there we go. So we got the compost going again. Got a little bit of that being produced. Don't need any more major quantities. So I'll just park this guy. And we'll see what kind of manure we can get out of the animals. That's the only place I got it right now. Cows have got quite a bit, so that's good. 4,000 or 5,000 liters. Yeah, it'll be enough to keep it going for a little bit. What do the pigs have? Oh, pigs only have 19 liters of manure? What? Well, that's not very helpful. Come on, piggies, you're supposed to produce more crap than that. I have a feeling that number's lying. 'Cause that conveyor's full. That was at least a couple 100 liters. Alright, so we got 7,000 liters. Can we only put 3,500 liters per orchard here? Why aren't you taking my manure? See what that ended up at. That'll do. I'll keep it running for a minute. I guess. How much straw do I have? I got wheat. I think I got wheat and barley coming. Nope, no wheat, no barley. Oh, yeah, we got, okay, yeah. Got a whole field of barley. So that'll be some good straw to replace whatever I take out. So that's fine. Let's see here. How much straw do I have? Oh, I got plenty. I just need some of that liquid doo-doo. Just need some liquid doo-doo. What the what? Oh. Yeah, kind of late now. Anybody else see that? Somehow I switched over to the grain door on this. Oh man. There we go. Tip back. Water trailer. I'm gonna have to use the goofy one for the manure. So I don't have a tanker. Well, I do, but it's my milk tanker. I don't want to use my milk tanker to haul doo-doo in. May not have a choice though. Oh yeah, that's gooder. Might have to start, may have to buy that field and go ahead and start cutting the grass and make some digest dates so we can get some doo-doo. Let's just take this trailer around. Yeah, I'll just leave it out here on the yard. Sure, I'll be using it again soon. Oop. Let's see how much liquid doo-doo we have. Well, not a whole lot. A little bit. Yeah, Andreas, I haven't been able to catch any of Shumba's streams really here lately. Seems like he's either not streaming or just not really streaming anything I want to watch here lately. So, 5,000 liters. Guess that's better than nothing. That, and we're back to full-time hours. No more 10-minute shifts at work. So when I get home from work during the week, I'm just kind of done. About the best way to describe it. Yeah. And last weekend I went up to a boat show on Saturday up in Indy, capital of the state where I live in here. And how much milk do I have? Ooh, almost got enough to start some more H milk. And last Sunday I just kind of sat around and did a whole lot of nothing. Weekends are too short sometimes. I need to bring over a load of straw for the mixed ration maker here. Alright, so we're going to get that guy going. Find this guy. More of the same, guys. More of the same. Mow around the field. Oh, I gotta buy this field though first. Otherwise it probably won't let me mow all the way around it. Ta-da! Ta-da! Hello, Bads. How you doing this afternoon or this evening? Hope you're having a good Saturday. Well, that's cutting some good thick grass. That'll make some good doo-doo. So I can get some digestate rolling out of this. Still didn't feel like playing anything? Gotcha. Yeah, I was pretty close to giving up myself because I'm starting to get hungry. I have no idea what I want to fix myself to eat. Might just run into town and get me one of them tasty Frisco burgers. It doesn't sound like a bad idea at all. Alright, so that's cut down to there. Let's get this south end cut since it's a little ways away from the farm and everything. Grass is grown. I feel like this is about all I've done since the first day of this map. Cut grass, pick it all up, plow the field, go about the business. Don't think there's anything else that I can plant this time of year that I really need to plant. I think I gotta wait a couple days before I can plant wheat. That'd be about the only thing I can really think of. Unless I wanted to do one of the extended crops or something like that. I'll have to figure it out later though. Well, if I took them trees out, I could get a whole lot more field here, couldn't I? Oh well, it'll still be a pretty decent field. With all that, This little tractor gets dirty so quick. Probably because it's got almost 20 hours on it. It's seen some work. I might actually make some bells out of it. I need to doo-doo first. Needing that doo-doo. Oh, that's the wrong one. Need that doo-doo first. So I'll just pick it up and dump it off at the BGA. Alright. Pull this back out of here. Alright. So yeah, guys, like I said, I think that's going to do it for me for this evening. So it's been a fun little stream this afternoon. Glad everybody come out. Hope everybody had a good time watching, and do appreciate the new follows and the hosts and everything. Before we do go, though, we are going to try and find somebody to host. Let's see. And who we got here coming through with the follow? Lyle 22. I hope I pronounced that right. It's not coming through my bot program, so I can't see it because it's so tiny on my broadcasting software. So thank you for that follow. Like I said, guys, that's going to do it for me tonight. Hey, no problem, beds. Yeah, I mean, I just kind of been doing my thing here tonight. So like I said, guys, it's been fun. I hope I get to do it again here sometime soon, maybe, and we'll definitely see you guys next time. Thanks for coming out.